time's it?
Volume.
5:30.
That's where it should be.
Just
Okay.
in your own time, Ryan.
Jesus.
In your own time.
Here we go. Let's give him a call.
Oh, I can't control myself.
On the cans. Working good. It's ringing.
Dude, what's up?
What? Oh, you are. You said you answered as if there was a problem, like another problem that you've had today.
There's always
many that you might have done.
There's always a problem. Did you get that thing uploaded to IGTV?
No, I didn't.
For crying out!
It's still uploading now.
Why?
I got so I don't know. It has everything. It's at 59% again. It has it's all the settings are exactly correct. I got so angry actually. I Instagram messaged the head of Instagram. I wrote.
I love that. Hello, Instagram. This is a little street rat in London. I know there's bigger concerns going on, but I can't upload something to IGTV.
I did acknowledge all the other things going on. You know, saying, I appreciate it's a turbulent time and I'm sure you're trying your best at Instagram, but I need to upload the fucking video.
Do you know what the problem is?
And it won't work.
IGTV is, as someone who's a fan of IGTV, it's just not quite right. It's close, but they just, it's like they left early when they created it. They were like, do you know what, they're like, should I just stay another 10 minutes and finish this job and do it right? And you're like, nah, fuck it, let's go to the pub. And they left, and they're like, they should have just stayed another 5 minutes and got shit working correctly.
It's a total Friday afternoon job.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's what it feels like. I think they only go in on Friday afternoon to work on IGTV. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's still currently uploading. So hopefully by the time you finish this episode, it will have uploaded.
So
I'll keep half an eye on it. We're on 63%.
So this
is going to be an excited episode.
Well, for the record, the YouTube and all the audio versions are live because I scheduled them. I scheduled them for 5:00 because that was the plan.
It's fun, isn't it? Funny how we kind of thought, we won't bother with YouTube and the whole podcast thing because we really want to push IGTV, and it's just making it difficult for us.
Do you know? Yeah,
I don't understand why.
It is, and do you know what? Like, we are like, as two guys that love Instagram and want to push Instagram. You want to do stuff, and it's like every time we talk, I get about like Donna, right, is always giving me a hard time about Instagram. Like he uses it and he likes it, but he's always like, you need to be doing everything on YouTube, and I'm like, nah. Like I dig YouTube, but like I don't know, I kind of like the challenge of Instagram. And
100%.
All it does, it just continually, it's like going and playing a game of football without shin guards. You know, you're running around with your mates, you're having fun, you're getting exercise, but you just keep getting fucking kicked in the shin bone. And it's like, you can't help but leave with a limp. You know, you're like, it was fun, but fuck, my shin's sore now.
Yeah, but what do you do the very next day? You go back and do it again.
Yeah, I just don't buy
punishment.
And that's probably the first time I've ever used some sort of football analogy for anything ever.
When have you ever played football? I'd love to know.
I used to play football in school. Badly.
Really?
Very badly, but I played. I was more of a... What did I play? I was a cricketer. Now, I'm South African, by the way, so if anyone...
Of course you were.
But like in South Africa, that's got kudos. That's cool. That's like being a jock in South Africa.
Really?
Playing. Yeah. Cricket, rugby probably primarily, but there was
Springboks, right?
Yeah,
that's like where the manly stuff's at, right?
I'll say cricket, but yeah, the rugby players they're hard. I was this like tiny little grommet of a kid, so my parents never let me play rugby. My dad played rugby as well, so I was cricket, like field hockey. What else did I do? Hockey was pretty good. I did a lot of that. So tried water polo. Turns out. Can swim, very good swimmer. Used to swim for school, very good swimmer. Just the concept of swimming and paddling around with
floating.
And with a ball. Not for me.
That's fair enough. I think I've done water polo. It's very tiring.
It is
water polo.
Yeah, I played squash. I was a squash player as well. Now squash is a good game. Love that. Love a bit of squash.
What happened? Now you won, Will.
No, I
Is that what you've
now
got
I
left?
stand on an electric wheel and roll around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've always sort of
There you go.
cycled. I've always sort of cycled as well. So
Yeah. Fair
it's
enough.
like took the one wheel out today, by the way, to pop around and get some medication, and
cool.
that was quite interesting. Got to the chemist, okay, and they don't let you into the chemist anymore. You're not allowed in now, quarantined.
Oh, okay.
So you got to stand outside and then give the woman your prescription. She goes and gets it.
Ah. Do they not have like one of those night pay things at petrol stations? You know, you have to slide your card right under, and then they swip it away.
Do you know?
And then they.
I'd
pay
be
for it.
I'd be
That's what they
happy
should
with
do.
that. I'd be happy with that because at least we know what's going on. Because if
Right.
you go up to like a night pay petrol station, you know the score. Windows shut, they'll be going in, chat to the dude like this through the glass. Hello, can I? And then slide stuff under a counter that's definitely not built to slide anything under. Same as buying a
100%.
bus ticket. But they
Don't
didn't.
do that in London anymore.
No, they don't.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's just everything's
Everything's on the tappy tap.
tappity tap. But
Tappity tap taparoo.
no, what they did was the woman just stands at the double doors and manually opens them, sticks her head out and goes, "Can I help you?" And then you're like, "Can I just give you a prescription?" Yep. And then that's it. They walk off, and then they just leave you stand out in the street next to other people who had like their sleeves of their jumpers. I'm just standing with the sleeves of jumpers like this. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Like this.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I've seen people doing that in London as well. It doesn't make any sense.
Ridiculous.
Like, I don't. It's like, don't you think? Where have you put that sleeve? Because if that sleeve's, maybe you've clotheslined someone on the tube.
Yeah, rubbed it
That's
up
it.
a barrier or something.
Yeah.
It's people.
that's it. You're
Everyone's just lost the fucking plot. And there's been a lot of stuff said, but our mate Mark Hill said the best. He put this in one of his stories, and I was like, do you know what? I've said this to so many people since. He wrote, "Everyone is acting like what they've seen in zombie movies," and I was like, that's exactly it. That is it. That's all people. Everyone's like, well, what happened in 28 Days Later and Shaun of the Dead? Let's do that. Let's just do
what
that.
would be easier though is if there were zombies.
Yeah.
It would be a lot. It'd be a lot easier to deal with because you'd be like, "Oh, he's coughing up blood. Oh, and running after me. Right, we stay away from him." That's there's a line.
Yeah.
And when you've got it and when you don't have it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's that.
exactly.
And I think now we have that period. In the zombie films when someone gets bitten and then they hide it.
Yeah.
And they put it off as long as
Yeah, they
possible.
keep their sleeve down forever.
Now what happens in shops is you go, and everyone turns around and you're like,
Or you
has
don't.
he got it?
Yeah.
Is he hiding the bite? Is he hiding it?
You
Or
hold
you go to
back on the
sneeze
cough.
and you're like, yeah. Yasmin today we were walking down the street. She was like, I think my nose is running a bit, and I was like, don't get the tissue out.
Yeah, what? Jesus Christ,
you're
whatever you
basically
do.
bringing out the Black Plague there.
Yeah. People
And so
just...
we had. So we were walking down the street and we waited until there was no one. She got it out. And I was like, wow, this is where we've come to.
It is.
You can't cough in public.
No,
because you think you're a zombie that may or may not got bitten.
And then you have to, like, you cough like this. Like, I've been doing stuff where, like, if you do cough, you have to, like, announce that you've accidentally inhaled your own saliva. So it's like, because I do that all the time. And I'm like, oh, God, I've only inhaled my own saliva that's made me cough. Because otherwise people are like, this guy, he's about to die. And it's like...
I did it the other...
You can't even walk down, like, what was I doing yesterday? I was in an aisle looking for something, and I had a shortcut through the toilet roll aisle. Oh, it was something in the toilet roll aisle I needed that wasn't toilet roll. But you walk down there, and now you feel like everyone's looking at you like, oh yeah, this dude thought he was going to get bog roll. Who's he think he is?
But I find
and I'm
that's
like,
the
well,
problem
actually,
now,
I'm not. I'm just in for something else. It happens to be in this aisle as well.
But even if you're after toilet roll now, that's the problem is you walk in and when you pick up toilet roll, you feel, oh shit, now everyone thinks I'm a panic buyer.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we literally have one left.
Yeah.
And we're just getting another pack of four.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Public service announcement, folks. Before this plague, I wipe my ass with toilet roll. All right, this isn't a new thing. I need this. Otherwise, I'm literally going to have to go direct to shower every single time. Unless
you know what? Get one of those bidets like Jesse Driftwood has.
Just get an extender for the shower and you just whip it straight up. Shower your gooch and your undercarriage at the same time.
Well, that's a good idea.
Why not?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Do a story about that if you're going to do it.
I'll think about it. Yeah. What are you doing today? I'm extending my shower. Why? because I want to clean my arse off.
Imagine you explaining that one to your landlord. Excuse me, I know you were going to fix the shutters on the front windows, but no, I need something else done. Jam roll needs a good showering. Would you mind fixing this thing? It's completely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That is amazing. The whole thing's ridiculous.
It is. So, yeah. Anyway, how'd your you guys went to the shops? Good? Bad?
Yeah, it was all right. It's quite nice to get out of the house, really, because we're not, I don't know about Belfast, but in London, we're not on full lockdown. So you're just advised not to go places. Yeah, you see everyone going places. But, mostly to get food and stuff. And it's not too bad, you know. It's okay. But it's nice to get out of the house, and it's kind of like a challenge.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be taking like a spear to hunt for Doritos and toilet roll.
I know. Oh my God.
You're walking around, you have to go from shop to shop.
Yeah.
Because, this shop doesn't have any soap. Got to go to the next shop. And then you're in there and you're all looking around like, like freaking meerkats going, who's got the soap? Who's got the soap?
You're looking at each other.
That bitch got the last one.
And you're looking at other people going, fucking, is that guy now? And you like see something from a distance and you're like, why the fuck is there dried pasta on that shelf? Am I the only one seeing this? Because I went out yesterday to get some stuff and came back, and then I walked into the house, and then like I emptied it on the dining room table, and like just presented it to Pamela and the kids, like, oh, I went to shops, I got food, look what I've got, and I was like, carrots, like I've fucking gone out and killed a deer, dragged its carcass back. And she looked at me like, brilliant, that's the fucking list I gave you to go and get. Carrots was on that. Well done, fella. The shop puts them in the fucking bag. All you did is bring them home. But I felt like I'd achieved something. I felt like I'd like beaten I needed a t-shirt that said, I survived the shops during the corona epidemic. Pandemic? Whatever.
Epidemic, pandemic.
Pandemic.
That's not even the word, pandemic. They need a pandemic.
Just pandas going mental. So
talking of pandas going mental, I had a question for you.
Okay.
Now I know you've taken your cat down to the vet because it had issues and been fighting and stuff. Has your cat been acting mental recently? Because because obviously animals are unaffected by the coronavirus. Apparently, they just give it to you. So, if there's some weird animal in Wuhan anyway. Apparently, unless there's another conspiracy. But our cat, he just knows something's up.
Yeah.
He's just been very quiet and he has a beanbag that he sits on now. Normally he sleeps with us at night, but he hasn't for the last 3 or 4 nights.
He's like, and I'm like, no, your race is extinct from next month.
Yeah. When he looks at you, when he looks at me, he's just thinking, you fuckers ain't going to be here at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We're taking over again.
Yeah.
And it's something weird. I don't know if your cat's doing it. There's just something, it's like he knows. And like when you go out and people are walking their dogs, all the animals look so fucking happy. Like, hey, we know what's coming, bitches.
They're all doing that thing where they're like,
we're going to be
nod,
free soon.
Right? Yeah. My cat's... Well,
or is it just me?
It might just be you because my cat is currently housebound because it's got a fucking taped up foot because it got mauled by the other cat last week. So it's been... I have to take it to the vet every 3 days just to get a new bandage on. I'm like, can I not just do this shit at home?
Really?
So... What?
I've just seen something. Upload failed.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Instagram, if you're listening to this, sort your shit out. Otherwise, we're just going to solely put the stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And delete everything.
Everyone to delete everything. If you haven't seen episode 2 of this, it's on YouTube. Go and watch it there. And hopefully IGTV pulls its finger out of its... I wish I hadn't written everywhere how much we're pushing IGTV. I mean,
I know.
It's just,
It's just ridiculous. It really is. I'm just going to... Hang on.
Utter
it's just
dog eggs.
Utter dog eggs. I mean, this is like, if anything, embodied dog eggs, it's Instagram, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Can't believe I'm saying that.
But there was this... I know, I do as well. I do as well. Interesting. Here's an interesting topic, all right? I was just watching an Instagram live between Bobby Hicks. Bobby Hicks?
I don't know.
This fellow?
I don't know who that is.
Is that his name?
I don't know who that is.
Well, him and Cody Warner, right?
Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. So the two of them were talking, and Bobby had asked Cody about No Small Creator and what was it about.
Oh,
now, we've all heard, if you're familiar with Cody, you'd have heard the story of No Small Creator. However, he threw a little curveball today and added a little topic to it. And I thought, interesting. He said, No Small Creator is aimed at people. It's basically to bring equality to creators. There's no such thing as a small creator. Just because you have a small channel doesn't mean you're smaller. Just your ideas aren't smaller. All that sort of stuff, right? Because people are saying like they're basing it on numbers. So that's what he normally says. But then today he was like, but also, it's also for people who use small numbers as an excuse to create average content. Something along the line. Paraphrase in there. You maybe didn't say those words. That's what I took from it.
Oh, so what he's saying, my interpretation of that is...
So your interpretation of my interpretation of what Cody actually said was, go for it.
Yeah, so this will be 100% real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because it's not like Chinese whispers. No. Oh, can you say that?
No, not...
They just call them whispers over there.
Just whispers now. Just whispers.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's just call them...
Yeah, it's not good.
Whatever it's called, whispers. Let's just end that.
Yeah.
So my interpretation is... basically, so let's say if you've only got 500 followers, and then you're looking at someone else who's got like 10,000, you'll go, I've only got 500, so fuck it, I'll just muddle through this, and it will just go up, as opposed to like taking real care over it. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. So then I asked the question, do you guys think that the current level, like this is a video I've wanted to do, and I'm a bit bummed because I was supposed to be going over to Canada in a few weeks, and I don't think it's going to happen. And I was going to try and speak to a bunch of these guys and get them involved in this video idea that I want to do about is YouTube, is the bar being raised so high for entry that it becomes intimidating. So I asked that question to the two of them. I was like, well, do you think this is... And I guess the answer to that was basically like, just keep posting, just keep uploading, and you'll get better.
Do all the things all the time.
Just got,
and
like,
you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think it's a hard one because there's certain people, and I get what he's saying, but there's certain people that do shit so fucking well. And you watch it, and do you know this? And I was really stoked this week to hear that I think it was Becky said something along the lines of this, where she will one of Becky and Chris's latest videos, where she was doing a talk in Buffalo, and she said sometimes she watches people's stuff and it inspires her, and sometimes she watches people's stuff and it demotivates her. Something along the line. I'm paraphrasing again, but.
I love the way there are all these people that are saying things that we're just like interpreting as we want.
Yeah, but if you but that's the beauty of the human race. I can interpret it how I want, right? So but like go and watch their videos because they're fucking insanely good. So this is the thing. I don't know who I'm directing that at, by the way, not you, obviously. It must be those.
Well, I watch their videos anyway.
Yeah.
Anyone listening to this, watching this, go and watch Becky and Chris's videos because they're great.
Yeah.
And they're really nice people as well.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, for me, like, they're a great example, and like Peter McKinnon and even like Matty Hapoya and all these dudes who put this insane amount of production quality in the stuff, and then I see that sometimes, right? And there's times where I'll watch one of their videos and just be like pumped, and be like, yeah, I'm totally pumped. And then there's another day, depending on my mood, I'll watch it and go, fuck the world, just I'm deleting everything. What's the fucking point? Like you know, and I think it kills when you put a bit of effort into something, and you do put the effort in, and then you see what their effort is, and you're like, man, I really need to commit a lot more. But
isn't effort is scalable? So like what would appear to be a lot of effort for them might be like a huge amount of effort for you. Like I know, or maybe they would like, so what they'd make a video and go, oh yeah, that was just that was okay. We just about scraped through that, but we'll put it up anyway. And we look at it and go, wow, that's amazing.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, that was just like bottom of the barrel stuff.
Yeah.
But then isn't it like that's the same for everyone though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like people look at your stuff and my stuff and go, I love that, and we're like, well, that was just dog eggs.
Yeah,
I just picked that out of the bin and put it on the internet.
Yeah, true.
And then people go, that was great, and you're like, well, I can do that again. There's loads of bins around London.
Yeah, I'll hide behind them and just fucking pull some shots out. Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, you're right, and I have had people say to me on stuff, and maybe it's exactly the same. I think the bit that kills me is like, because I do it as a job. I'm like, I do it all the time for clients, and then when it comes to my own stuff, I'm like, can't be fucked. Like I can't,
yeah.
literally, I'm using a monitor today because the first two episodes of this video, I was like, oh, that only when I looked back at it, I was like, oh, I didn't frame that very well. And then today I was like, well, why don't I just plug the monitor in that I use for all my actual commercial work and just frame the fucking thing the way I need it to be framed so that I'm in the right place. Because I think when you're like, it's all fun and games playing with all this stuff, and I think like this is what's so great about this opportunity now is to play with these microphones, because when you're doing it for client work all the time, and then you have to film your own stuff, it's like, what is the quickest way for me to get, because I'm not a gearhead either, so for me it's more about the story. And that, I know that sounds super cliche. Oh, story matters. But like, I'd rather have a slack production and a better story than have a dope production 100%. And the story be boring as shit.
But you see, I think that's why we both like Instagram, because especially stories in that way. You know, and we're very free and easy about the way they're done. Because to be quite honest, a lot of the client work I do, when I had client work before this all happened. Like you do an 8-hour shoot or 2-day shoot, and then you come back and edit it. And you know what I didn't want to do at the end of that 8-day shoot? Come back and shoot an Instagram or YouTube video. Yeah. Like, I've been looking at cameras, listening to people all day try and make videos or try and perform on camera, and then you had to spend time organizing the warehouse, going, I just need you to drive the JCB from this side to the other. What, you want me to drive it out the back? No. From the door to the other side. Well, you want me to drive it back? No. And it's like, after a day of that, you're like, I really don't want to fucking make videos anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Like, for anyone, let alone myself.
It is.
That's how I feel that there's a difference between, I think, sometimes being a YouTuber and being like a video creator that actually does client work on a daily basis.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, because there's definitely like so many people just doing, and I don't mean just doing YouTube, because that undermines how good it is. But I think when you're putting the attention into it, and that's your focus, that's great. And I see, when I used to work in an ad agency in Belfast, I was an art director, so primarily doing graphic design, and then photography and video was stuff I did alongside that. That's just something I've always done. I've primarily been a graphic designer. But see, when I did that, it was like, oh yeah, cool, man. I love the idea of getting home, getting a camera out, going off after work, taking photographs, filming, taking snaps on a weekend and stuff. But see, now that I primarily do photos and videos for clients, like, I'll sometimes look and go, I haven't gone and taken a photograph in months. And it's like, why? Can't be fucked. Can't be bothered. Batteries are flat. Can't be bothered cleaning the lenses. Everything's in my bag. I don't want to look at the bag. And then it's like, it's funny because it's something I absolutely love doing. But I only it's only when I go back to a client job, or if I have something to do, that seems to be when I get my drive. Where I really need to just knuckle down here and just get this edit done. But first, let me fuck about with my camera.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing, is where it's like, when I do stuff for myself, I much prefer using just the phone or the GoPro. Yeah. And, I very rarely use like a proper camera for my own stuff, because it's just like, I use this all the time for other people, and you kind of just want something different. Yeah. So it is a bit slapdash, and it is a bit kind of reckless. And that's what I feel I don't get to do with client stuff, is all the stuff I go, fuck it, just do it. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Just get it done. And I kind of like doing that with my own projects, whereas I don't really feel I get to do that with client stuff, because, well, as you know, we've done plenty of client work where they tell you what they think they want, and well, they want something new and sexy. The cat's attacking me. New and sexy, but what they want is actually something just a little bit different. Yeah, it just looks nicer than what they had before. Yeah, and, but that's all to do with communication and client work, which is something we could all be better at, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you're right. Like, and I think, I don't know, I think I definitely use that as an excuse sometimes for being content with slapdash stuff. And I think, again, it comes down to the fact that when you've been doing it all day, and then you balance it. Like, I'm a bit of a busybody. I do a lot of stuff. I say to Pamela all the time. Yeah. I feel like my list of shit is like that I need to do or can do or want to do is endless. Like I said to her, if you gave me 3 weeks, which I'm currently getting 3 weeks. I'm not going to tick off all the shit on my list, because it's endless. It just keeps going. So I'm always like, I always feel like time. I just don't have enough time to do anything. So I think I use that as an excuse sometimes for slapdashing. And I'll tell you what is a prime example. Well, this year I've started to really do a lot more on my YouTube.
I know.
And I'm putting in the work there on YouTube, and it's paying off. I'm getting insane views of like 150 a video. not 1,000 by the way. 150 views. It's the most demotivating thing, because I'll put a story up on Instagram and it'll get like a couple of thousand, and I'll put an IGTV up and I'll get a couple of thousand, and I'll stick it on to YouTube and not a fucker cares. Right. But I've got to the point, and do you know what, man? At the beginning of the year it was hard. I'm uploading every Wednesday, and the first month maybe was difficult, and now I've got the point where I don't look anymore. I just upload the video, make what I want, and I upload it, share it, and the people that respond are the people that matter. So if I get 2 people messaging going, love that made a difference, or I took up some time, I'm like, cool. Yeah. And I think that's the point that these guys get to. They get to this area in their head that they're not. People say don't fixate on the numbers, and I think you do fixate to a point, but when it affects you from creating, that is the huge issue.
Yeah.
Just
there you go.
Taking a sip of beer here, by the way.
Oh, you're on the beer. Jeez, I didn't know. I didn't realize this was a beer party. I brought water to a beer party.
No, not cool.
That's not cool, is it?
Not cool at all.
But
anyway, what I was going to get at there was I've been putting a bit more effort into like seriously last year, dude, when I did vlogs, I had a shot. I'll be honest here. I shot everything on auto. The green dial. And people, like my mates Tim and Dan, love it because they would keep taking photos of my camera on green and then just posting it online and tagging me. And I'm like, I can't be bothered. I spent all day setting shit up. I can't be arsed. I just want the camera to do the work. So I just be like, auto. And then I would be like, oh. Well, when I'm editing back, I'm like, that looks shit. That's out of focus. That's overexposed. The white balance is dog eggs there. The audio sounds like I'm fucking inside a bean can. And then this year I've started to like tweak and adjust those things. And I sort of started making small incremental changes. And basically I went to shutter priority, and then I went to full manual. And then I started using that technique that Dunno uses where he like gets his skin tone right with his hand. Sort of. Not to the same level. But then recently, 2 or 3 videos ago, I actually did my audio properly. And I mean, like, I went through my timeline and fixed it and posted it. And then Dunno messaged me going, what did you do differently to your audio? It sounds great. And I went, oh, well, let me tell you. And then I told him the shit I did. And he replies back, oh, that's surprising. So you actually bothered your ass to do something properly, and it sounded better. And you're surprised at that. And I was like, funny that, isn't it? When you actually do it properly.
It is quite surprising. Yeah.
So he was totally right.
Especially for you. No, it is,
Yeah. So that was one thing I did, and then I've been putting a lot more time into thumbnails. So I've never really cared so much about thumbnails and titles. And I think when you don't understand the game, you go, fuck the game. But then when you start to, like, I'm only at the beginning, but I'm starting to understand what the point is. And it wasn't until we were like looking at thumbnails, my wife was going, your thumbnails and titles are diabolical. And she said to me, you're a graphic designer. You should have the fucking best thumbnails on YouTube. And I was like, right enough. Yeah. That's not a bad idea, actually. I should have good thumbnails. So I thought maybe I should start. So I created a style. Yesterday's video, did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Have you seen the thumbnail?
Yeah. Of you and Pamela looking rather grumpy.
Yeah. It's designed around, it says it's 9 years later.
Yeah.
So designed around,
I don't know,
28 days later?
28 days later?
Yeah. It's fucking great. I was so stoked with it. Guess what?
No one cares.
No one gives a fuck.
What?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Exactly. But I care, and
you care.
I came downstairs, I was amped. Pamela, look at this thumbnail. She was like, that's good. I was like, all right. Right, okay. But yeah, I think like when you start to put those little tiny bits of effort
that's even worse. That response is the worst, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mediocrity. What's that like? It's nice.
Yeah. It's a thumbnail.
No. That's not good enough. It's either fucking awesome or dog eggs. Anything in between means nothing.
Oh my god. I inhaled beer while he said that. You're right. You're right though. Mediocrity is the worst.
Oh, it's the death of everything, isn't it? There's a phrase that goes along with mediocrity. I can't remember what it is.
Mediocrity.
But,
Mediocrity?
mediocrity.
Is it ocracy or mediocre? Yeah.
Mediocrity.
What's
is
the difference?
Something that's mediocre. Mediocrity. I don't know.
Is that a word?
Should we Google it? Oh no, actually, I'm not going to touch mine because I'm trying to upload an IGTV video. So you're going to have to Google it.
I'll Google it. This is what I mean. We're Googling words.
Yeah.
Mediocrity.
But it's important to know. And mediocrity. Is there any difference? I can't.
Mediocrity is a dominant class consisting of mediocre people or a system in which mediocrity is rewarded. So mediocrity is a system. Oh, there's a child. There's a child in this room. Where the hell did you come from? She's just flossing behind the camera.
She.
Yo.
Amazing.
Get out of here. There is so mediocrity. You can't, just 2 seconds. Sorry.
Hang on.
You can't actually use the camera though. Come away from that because it's on a tripod. She's just holding the tripod.
Is this like that video online with that guy who had his 2 kids walk in the room and then his wife comes in and has to grab them to
Kinda, but she's
except Pamela can't be fucked to do that.
No, and Katie's behind the camera. Actually, do you know what? First off, let's just close this down. Mediocrity is the thing, the area that holds what?
Spit it out.
What?
Jesus.
The system.
This is such a mediocre conversation.
Mediocrity is the actual process. So if you're creating something that's mediocre, that's the process of mediocrity. Whereas mediocrity is the system that encapsulates all that. Anyway.
Okay, that's lovely.
Let's close this on a funny.
Yeah.
Not my funny, just something for you to do that's funny.
Okay.
Do you watch Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, I like a bit of Jimmy Fallon, yeah.
Go and check out his YouTube channel for, what's his show, the Saturday night?
Is it Saturday Night?
Not Saturday Night Live.
Late Show.
The
Late Show?
Late Show.
The Late Show with
Jimmy Fallon.
I'm sure Google will provide me with the answer.
Yeah. Anyway, Jimmy Fallon. Go and have a look at his video he uploaded yesterday or the day before on St. Patrick's Day because it's hilarious. Obviously, he's been quarantined to his house, so he can't produce the show. So he's literally just given his wife his camera.
Amazing.
And then he's drawn the logo of the show out himself. And then she's just filmed him. And he's done the whole show. It's dog eggs.
He's done the whole show from home.
Yeah, it's great.
That's amazing.
But it's
That's
really
talent right there, isn't it?
But it's just him awkwardly looking at the camera. But what's great about it is, I said to Pamela, I don't know if he's being sincere, because he's kind of been a bit morbid in it. And I'm like, I don't know if he's being sincere or if he's just being deadpan, not flat pan, that's something else. Deadpan, Jimmy Fallon.
He is pretty deadpan.
Yeah. So go and have a watch of it because it's quite amusing.
Okay. I'll do that.
And also,
and I'll let you know, it better not be mediocre.
Yeah, or
mediocre. It better be fucking awesome or shit. Just saying.
It might be in the middle. Anyway, that's me, dude. Get that fucking IGTV uploaded. Thanks for listening.
Well, we're on 72%, so you may or may not see this at some point in the future.
All the uploads.
There you go.
Half of the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Catch you guys tomorrow.
We'll catch you tomorrow.
Peace.